Good afternoon students, welcome to class 11 biology class. And last video I have discussed, we have learned the different types of respiratory volumes. Okay, today I am going to discuss the transport of respiratory gases. And one thing I want to tell, I will take your live class. I have sent. Please join in my class. I hope you all will join, and please watch my videos properly. Okay, and this live class actually clarified your doubts. Any doubts you will clarify. I will clarify your all doubts. Okay. Then the transport of respiratory gases. How the transport? The transport of respiratory gases means two types of gas: oxygens and carbon dioxide. You know. Okay. Today I will discuss only oxygen gas. Oxygen gas means when we inhale the oxygen. When inhale the oxygen, this oxygen actually mixed with the blood. Blood means in the blood the hemoglobin is present. The hemoglobin bind the oxygen molecule. Then from the oxygen molecules bind, then it will transport into the tissue. The tissue used up this oxygen for the cell metabolism. After that carbon dioxide, it is this the blood absorb. Is actually attract this hemoglobin, attract the carbon dioxide. But after release the oxygen, they bind with the hemoglobin, bind with carbon dioxide. Now the transport of oxygen in the blood. At first the dissolve in plasma, about the 3% the oxygen get dissolved in plasma and the oxyhemoglobin. But most of this is form a oxyhemoglobin shape. What is this? This is the oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin form, and the hemoglobin molecule, the hemoglobin actually the hemoglobin can bind the four ring is there, can bind the four molecules of oxygen and to form that HO8. This is the oxyhemoglobin. This compound and form the oxyhemoglobin. Okay, and the oxygen pressure. Here also the partial oxygen concentration and the percentage of saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen. Saturation means the first. Here I have the four molecules. Actually the four molecules. The one hemoglobin molecule can bind the four molecules of oxygen, but at a time cannot bind. Okay, the first one molecule bind, then other molecule, then other molecule, then four molecules bind. When one molecule can bind the four molecule, this means the 100% saturation. 100% saturated hemoglobin molecules. Okay, the first one bind the facilitates the other binding. The second binding facilitates the third binding. The third binding facilitates the fourth binding, and the complete saturations of hemoglobin molecules. And in the arterial blood, the hemoglobin 90% saturation with oxygen. In the arterial blood, the arterial blood, this is the oxygenated blood is present. 100 but 97% is oxygenated at the oxygen. Hemoglobin is saturated with the oxygen. Okay, and uptake oxygen by the pulmonary blood is the graph. This is the most important graph. Today I will show you. This is the oxygen dissociation curve. What is this oxygen dissociation curve? Okay. Increase. How it increase the partial pressure? You easily understand that. Okay. Now here 0. Now this is the PO2 partial pressure. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. And this one is the saturation. 20, 40, complete saturation 80 and 100. This one is the PO2. Here you can see here, this is the PO2 means partial PO2. Okay, and here the oxygen saturation, percentage of saturation with oxygen. This is the percentage of saturation with oxygen. If the partial pressure increase means 100%, also the 100% saturation. Means graph, if you plot the graph, then easily you understand. This is the always the sigmoid, means not more than that, but 100% to be the 100% means this is the sigmoid. Sigmoid means partial pressure increase, also the saturation, the 100% saturation. 100% saturation means the hemoglobin molecule can bind the oxygen, 4 oxygen molecules. When the 4 oxygen molecules can bind already, then complete saturation occurs. Okay, complete saturation. Means we will get the sigmoid curve. We will get the sigmoid curve or the S7 curve. This is curve. This is the S7. Not more than this one. This type of, this is the curve. The 100% saturation with the oxygen. This one also called the oxygen saturation or the oxidation curve, oxygen dissociation curve. And oxygen dissociation curve also this is the transport of oxygen gases. In the next video I will discuss the transport of carbon dioxide. Okay, thank you.